Hello, welcome back to another You Ask, I Answer. Nick, how or when did you know that it was the end of the road as far as collecting and buying? When is it that I decided that I'm done? Not an easy question to answer because I have talked about this quite often in the past year about being done. My wish list for 2020 was empty. So when was it that I knew that I am done as far as buying stuff? I still buy things here and there, but it's no longer anywhere near the priority. And I don't care if I never buy another book for my collection. When was it that it dawned on me that I have reached that point where I'm content? I think I can pin down to the almost exact moment, even though I had to put a lot of thought into it. For those that follow my channel, about a year and a half ago, more than a year and a half ago, maybe almost even 2 years, I bought a collection of Silver Age Spider-Man. And a big part of the reason that I bought that collection was, of course, almost a complete run of Silver Age Steve Ditko. But issue 2 was a part of that collection. And as far as my personal collection, that's the only book that I am missing as far as having a raw copy. I had at the time a 8.0 slab that I owned for almost a decade. Okay, I bought that slab I think in 2009. But yeah, I have an 8.0 that I bought way back. And I have been looking to find a raw copy to replace because I have slowly but surely sold all of my slabs as far as Spider-Man from 3 to 129. Okay, 1 was still in a slab and 2 was still in a slab, but this collection have a low grade 0.5 number 1. It's complete, but a third of the back cover is missing. If I want it to be a 1.0, I can always send that book to CBCS and get a 1.0 grade, but if I send that book to CGC, it's gonna be a 0.5. Many people have seen those kind of example on CBCS slab, right? Missing 1/3 of the front cover, still a 1.0. The same book will only get you a 0.5 for CGC. Regardless, it has issue 1 and 2. Issue 2 right here is pretty beat up, okay? There is a very large noticeable crease right across the book. The spine is pretty wrecked. I would do a spotlight on this book. Now that I pull it out of the cabinet, I might as well do a spotlight to show you the inside. Well, the color was vibrant, so it's a good thing. The page quality was nice, but the spine was pretty wrecked. There's a tear here, chip missing, a whole bunch of marble chipping, a whole bunch, okay? And of course, there's a tear here on the side and even chip missing on the bottom edges, all kind of stuff, all kind of problem. I give this book, what did I give this book? A 2.0. And if you know me, I have a fairly demanding standard, even for low grade. I constantly talk about high eye appeal for the grade. But this book, when I received it and looked at it, even though it doesn't have that eye appeal that I treasure for low grade books, I was okay with it. You know, I look at this and I'm just like, you know, this is just fine. I am just fine with this copy, and off to High Grade Comics. I consign the slab to High Grade Comics, Bob Storm website, and sold my 8.0 shortly after I received this book. And now that I went back 2 years and reflect on it, this was it. This was the book that I say to myself that it was okay. I'm not so picky. I'm content. And I think this would probably be a good spot for me to say that this is the realization for me to say, I'm okay. It's okay. I don't need to upgrade. I don't need to find a better copy. The need, the desire to do the upgrade or to find a better copy never existed after I buy this book. After I bought this book, I have yet to go on eBay or anywhere else to try to find a nicer copy. I'm fine with this. And I think looking back, this was it. It's the one that I realized that the end is here for me. Now, it can be very different from a lot of people. I'm just telling you a personal story on how I approach the hobby. I tend to be very picky. I don't like to buy things to hold something in place, to find out better things. Some people are like that. There's a lot of collectors out there that would buy something to fill a hole in the collection, and then if they find something nicer, they will do it. This happened with a lot of collectors. I have heard this all the time. For me, that has rarely been the case. It's very rare that you hear me talk about a need to upgrade anything. There's a few books that I search for high grade copies because I'm obsessed with them, OCD with them. There's a few books. But for many books, the majority of my low grade or mid grade books, once I buy a copy, I'm content with that. You know, I don't like to buy something just so to have it, and then spend money buying something nicer later, and then go through another additional hassle of selling it. Okay, I already have so much things to sell in the past few years that I don't need to add another book to the pile. So the lesser I buy, the less hassle it is for me to sell later. And so that is the strategy at the end of last year. Going forward, I'm going to be extremely picky in adding books to the collection because I really don't need to add anything. I'm there, and this marked the beginning of the end for me. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.